public on Optimum Cable Channel 4. A rebroadcast may be viewed on Optimum Cable Channel 4 and the City of Alexandria website, www.cityofalexandria.com. Invocation be said by Mr. Washington, and the pledge be said by Mr. Rubin. Please stand.
Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything you've given us each day that you've given us to this day. Lord, just praying that you be here with us, Lord, as we make decisions to better our city, Lord. I just pray that you be here with everybody as they leave this place. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Ms. Felter.
Here.
Ms. Perry.
Here.
Mr. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. Fowler.
Here.
Mr. Washington.
Present.
Mr. Rubin.
Here.
Mr. Valloy.
Here.
Mr. President, you have one.
Thank you. Approval of minutes taken from a regular council meeting held on November 12, 2024.
Moved by Mr. Fowler.
Second.
Second by Mr. Johnson.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. Consent calendar. F, number 1, introduction of ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for electrical utility right-of-way emergency services. 2, introduction of ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for petroleum products. 3, introduction of ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for elevator modernization at the City Hall and Consumer Service Building. 4, introduction of ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with SCRD Wood Products LLC for mixed debris removal and disposal services. 5, introduction of ordinance to amend the reenact Chapter 13 of the Alexandria Code of Ordinances, Article V, or Article 5, ambulance services, amending Section 1354, 1355, and adding Section 1354 to authorize the Rapides Parish Ambulance Service Advisory Board of the Rapides Parish Police Jury to select the ambulance service of the Rapides Parish and the City of Alexandria for emergency and non-emergency transport and related services, provided for the renewal, the terms, renewal, and minimum criteria required implementation of a periodic meetings of the Rapides Parish Ambulatory Service Advisory Board with representation from the city, maintaining penalties and termination provisions in any ambulance service contract, and the right of the city to withdraw authorization participation if the penalty determination is not enforced. 6,
Item 1356 was added, not 53.
56, excuse me.
Said 54 twice.
Okay.
1356.
56, okay. 7,
And not maintaining penalties, but mandating, just, it's an important distinction.
excuse me. Introduction of ordinance authorizes the mayor to enter into a contract with Blackout Power LLC for qualified electrical line worker services. 7, introduction of ordinance authorizes the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from Debris Tech and Tetra Tech for emergency debris removal monitoring services. 8, introduction of ordinance authorizes the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from Crowder Guff and Sears for disaster debris removal, reduction, and disposal services. Introduction of ordinance authorizes the mayor to enter into a contract to purchase a 106.66 by 106.66 site trace of parcel of ground located at 6th Street and DeSoto Street for the from Seth LLC and otherwise provided with respect thereto. 10, introduction of ordinance authorizes the mayor to enter into a professional service agreement with General Utility Regulatory Compliance Systems Analysis and Design Professional Services.
Moved by Mr. Fowler, second by Mr. Washington.
Yes, sir.
One member entertained moving to amend item 1 to read as follows: introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept all bids submitted instead of the low bid. While that sounds all, it's all that came in, we'll read all of them, and it goes down the line in order. So,
You need a motion to correct?
I have a question on that.
yeah,
So we always use the terminology, low bid is, so we can use all instead of low?
Yeah.
just in this case, and when it comes up for final, you'll see the explanation. I just
Yeah.
can't go into more of that. But that's what we would want the title.
Okay, I move.
If you don't like that explanation, you get it obviously.
No, once I get it, no.
So
Okay.
moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Fowler and second by Mr. Valori to amend it to read the mayor to accept all bids.
Submitted for electrics.
Right.
Okay. 11, resolution confirming, anything to committees? Yes.
9 to committee
Yeah, and 5, I've already
and 5.
told 5 to committee. And Mr. Guest, you wanted that at 4 o'clock, right? We didn't want that at 4 o'clock?
There'll be a presentation.
Yeah, okay,
Mr. Jones, Craig Jones.
okay.
On which one, 5?
Yeah, on 5. 2 weeks. 4 o'clock. Number 11, resolution confirming the dates of the Alexandria City Council meetings in the year 2025.
Moved by Mr. Fowler,
Second.
second by Mr. Johnston.
Discussion, comment, all in favor? Motion carries. 12, resolution authorizing advertising for bids for bulk fuel for vehicles and equipment for the use by various departments.
Moved by Mr. Rubin, second by Ms. Felter.
Public comment, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed, motion carries. 13, ordinances for final adoption, subject to public hearing. 13, to consider final adoption ordinance authorize the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for Kisatchie 24 bypass phase. Administration is requesting this item be delayed for 2 weeks. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Fowler, second by Ms. Felter.
Public comment to delay for 2 weeks. All in favor? Any opposed, motion carries. 14, consider final adoption ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for underground electrical construction unit and hourly prices for electric distribution department.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Rubin, second by Mr. Fowler.
Public comment, discussion, all in favor? Motion carries. 15, consider final adoption ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for spare parts for DG Hunter Unit 5 through 11 for Warzilla electric production engines and generators. The administration requesting this item be delayed for 2 weeks also.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Fowler.
Second.
Second by Ms. Felter.
Public comment to delay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. 16, to consider final adoption ordinance authorize the mayor to renew the contract with Lot Oil Company for petroleum products and chemical additives for Warzilla engines at the DG Hunter Power Plant.
Moved by Mr. Fowler, second by Mr. Rubin.
Public comment, discussion, all in favor? Motion carries. 17, consider final adoption of ordinance authorize the mayor to enter the professional service agreement for the roof replacement at the former Weiss and Goins building.
Moved by Mr. Rubin,
Second.
second by Mr. Fowler.
Public comment, discussion,
Just a question on that, is that like going to be, we're not asking for a bid, is that a cost plus type job, or how's that handled?
this is a professional service
Yes.
agreement.
Professional
Okay, I'm
services.
sorry.
It's engineers.
Yeah, the engineering, I'm sorry, my mistake.
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 18, consider final adoption ordinance authorize the mayor to enter a cooperative endeavor agreement between the City of Alexandria and the Central Louisiana Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Central Louisiana Regional Chamber of Commerce Foundation Incorporated.
Moved.
Moved by Mr. Fowler,
Second.
second by Ms. Felter.
We have some public comment here. Mr. Smith?
Paul Smith here in Alexandria. Hope I'm not ahead of myself, but I really want to just say thank you. Hopefully this will pass. Y'all heard the Lieutenant Governor a couple of weeks ago speaking. I'm here on his behalf to say thank you. Thank you, Mayor. And thank you, Deborah, and the Chamber and your staff. And we hope that this project gets funded. And in the cities that it's activated, it's working. And I think that we all know there's a little problem in the city and in the state. And I think that once we get into this program and work it good, I think we'll see some results. And I think the citizens will be happy. Thank y'all very kindly.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Ms. Randolph?
Thank you. I want to begin by thanking Mayor Roy and all of you
members of the city council, the chamber board and I are very appreciative of the opportunity to partner to establish a local affiliate of Keep Louisiana Beautiful. And I thank Tanya Corley and Stacy West for working with us to get to where we are today with this. And as Mr. Smith said 2 weeks ago, you heard from Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser that he believes this is the best model for establishment of a local affiliate for Keep Louisiana Beautiful, and he fully expects it to get replicated in other areas of the state that have yet to form the local affiliates. And it's going to be a cost-effective partnership. I did want you to know the chamber will be matching what you're putting in with funding, and we'll be providing management of the program, and office for the coordinator that we will be hiring, and all of the equipment, meeting space, and space for all of the equipment to be housed there. One of the first tasks involved in becoming a local affiliate of Keep Louisiana Beautiful is to conduct a litter survey, and so we'll be conducting that around the city. And the purpose of it is to identify the 10 areas that need the most attention. And so we welcome input from you about those locations that you would like for us to look at when we do the litter survey. And we have to document their steps to be taken, pictures, et cetera, that we must send in to Keep Louisiana Beautiful. And then that will enable us to plan out the first areas that we'll pay specific attention to around the city. Another aspect of this program will be anti-litter messaging, which we need to do to get our residents more aware of thinking about it before they throw something out of the window or leave unattended trash in the back of a truck and all of the things that we know that happen with that. Another aspect of it is called Clean Biz, and we've already launched that part, and that is the Clean Biz program gets businesses involved in cleanup and beautification projects around the city. So this has many aspects, and we're looking forward to working with you on it. I do want to say that Ben Russo's here from my Board of Directors, Chamber Board. And look, litter eradication and beautification's in our strategic plan, and so we're very excited about this. I also want to introduce Valerie Chu from my staff. Val, if you'll stand. She is our finance director and office manager, and she'll be helping to manage this program as well. And so she's here tonight. But again, I thank you all for working with us on this, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sandra, I have two questions.
Oh, sure.
If you will. Number one, how are you going to handle the commercial properties, especially some of these shopping centers and big box stores that, have a lot of litter around them? Will you have any way to it?
We can
be cleaning up, but we have a way to enforce their littering on the littering that's done on their properties.
We can work with the ownership and the businesses located in those strip centers, and I know what you're talking about. I've seen some that don't look good right now. A lot has been addressed over the last 2 years, but there's more work to be done, and of course, people just continue to litter after there's been a cleanup. But we can certainly pay attention to those and design some projects for cleanup of them and work with the business owners.
Okay, and my second question has to do with the South Alexandria Revitalization that does their cleanup every year. Will y'all be working with them, or will they continue to do their own
We
thing
will.
separate?
We will support them in any way that we can, and we can include it on the many activities that through the program that we will publicize, which should be of assistance to them and provide more volunteers if they need it.
Okay, thank you.
I have one question.
Sure.
So in my district, we have a lot of protected area like the bayou that you can only go out so far to pick the litter up out of there. How do we go by getting that?
That gets deep into the
So,
bayou
like,
area?
the protected areas,
You can pick up all the litter in it. You just can't cut or treat or do things after a certain point. Can't
okay.
You
dredge
can't
it,
dredge.
chop it, use chemicals.
Use any hand tool.
Any normal hand
And that would be an
tool,
instance that we'd work with the city on. Yeah, that'd be,
Okay.
No track vehicle.
So when you start these projects, I'm sorry, So when you start these projects, will we be notified, like, say if you was gonna do something in District 3, how will, will I be notified about it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We can,
Yeah.
we'll definitely do that.
That-
But, and we also want your suggestions on where
Right.
attention needs to be paid and that we need to do some cleanup projects.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Randolph.
Thank you so much.
I want to say something.
Okay, buddy.
I'm just excited about it. I had been talking with the Lieutenant Governor about this, so I'm so excited to see it happening here, and I can't wait to see some of those orange trash cans coming through.
Right, and we're writing several grants through Keep Louisiana Beautiful, and I just got an email today from the Lieutenant Governor stating that we were awarded the first of the grants that we've written. So that's good for the program as well.
Thank you, Ms. Randolph, and just keep us abreast of all the activities going on.
I certainly
Please.
will. Thank you.
Thank you. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 19, consider final adoption of an ordinance to declare surplus a certain city-owned 8.231 acre tract, parcel and lot of ground, together with improvements located adjacent to the industrial Port Road, being a portion of Tract B1 as the plat recorded in Plat Book 30 and page 63 recorded of Rapides Parish, situated in sections 10 and 11, Township 4 North, Range 1 West, Southwest Land District, City of Alexandria, authorizing appraisal of properties to authorize the mayor on behalf of the city to sell the 8.231 acres tract to the Central Louisiana Regional Port for fair market value and a minimum price of $20,776 an acre. Authorize the mayor to execute agreements included in active sale with the port under reasonable terms and conditions. Authorize the mayor to execute related agreements with third parties.
Didn't we delay that, Jim?
Yeah, but I gotta read it still.
Oh, okay, you got ready?
Further authorize the mayor to grant servitudes and related rights in agreement with the Central Louisiana Regional Port related to the sale and transaction, and otherwise authorize the mayor to execute related agreements to enable the city to sell the property declared surplus and otherwise provide with respect thereto. The administration has requested this be delayed for 2 weeks.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Fowler, second by Ms. Felter.
This is already in committee. Don't need to bring it back. 20, to consider final option, let's vote on it.
Right.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. 20, consider final adoption of ordinance to declare surplus certain city-owned tracts, parcels, and lots of ground, together with the improvements located in lots 5, 6, and 10 of Power Center, a subdivision of Tract 1A of portion of the Metro Center, and being properties commonly referred to as the City Call Center, 1421 Wilmington Drive, and the Incubator, 1501 Wilmington Drive, properties and related tracts and parcels, authorizing appraisals of property to authorize the mayor and administration to market and offer for sale tracts, parcels, and lots with improvements for fair market value, authorize the mayor to execute binding purchase agreements with third-party purchasers and fix the minimum price of the term of the sales related thereto, and otherwise authorize the mayor to execute related agreements to enable the city to sell properties declared surplus and otherwise to provide with respect thereto.
Moved by Ms. Fowler.
Public comment, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. With no further business, this meeting is adjourned.
Never had.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Mr. Washington would like to say a few words. I forgot. You remind me.
I forgot her.
Go ahead. Mr. Washington got back from a conference. He wants to go over a few things.
Yeah, first I wanted to say thank you to everyone that called and prayed and that texted me about my mama. She's doing great. She told me the other day that she's on medical leave from working on the campaign tour. So if you know my mama, that means she's back to being Gigi, cracking jokes. So, but second, I also wanted to take a moment to share about my recent trip to Tampa, Florida for the National League of Cities Conference. And this year marked their 100th anniversary And it was a great opportunity for me to learn, network, and bring back ideas to help move Alexandria forward. And while I was there, I attended sessions on creating inclusive and dynamic downtowns, tackling housing challenges, and finding new ways to overcome the not in my backyard mindset. I'm also proud to be a part of the REAL Council, which is the Race, Equity, and Leadership Group, which equips us with tools to eliminate racial disparities and build more equitable communities. So while I was there, we had the annual business meeting, and it was an honor for me to serve, and I was a voting delegate for our city and our state, and that's where we elected Mayor Sharon Weston Broome from Baton Rouge, and she'll be the incoming president for NLC. And so that was a proud moment for Louisiana. We got to just stand loud and proud for Louisiana. And I also met with companies about key issues that we face here at home, like providing housing for the homeless and improving how we produce even just sandbags when we have natural disasters. And I even explored the benefits and challenges of adding amenities like water parks and how they've worked in other cities and how they haven't worked in some cities. One thing I found encouraging while I was there was other municipalities are going through the same things that we're going through. And I had a proud moment because I saw where some of those other cities are trying to do things that we've already done or that we're already working on. And so what that brought me, what I learned from it was it takes time for some things to change. And that's going to come from us as a council, and it's going to come from other leaders in the community and the community itself. But just seeing that other communities are in some of the same places that we are. Also with attending that conference, I learned more about public safety, education, quality of life, youth programs, and infrastructure, which all these catchphrases that we often hear, but it's rare that we dive into the details of how we work on them to implement these things. And so I believe that these lessons and connections that I learned at NLC can help us keep Alexandria growing. And I really look forward to working with the administration to turn all those ideas into action. So I just want to thank you all for letting me attend that, and we're going to put some action behind it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Washington.
Thank you.
Very good.
No further discussion. This meeting is adjourned.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. If you know anybody that's looking for a free meal,